Jackal. Great movie, but even better video game. By the way, these aren't connected in any way. One thing I would say is Jackal is connected to Contra. These games go hand in hand as two of the best co-op games on the Nintendo. We got Jackal quite late on. We didn't move to the Super Nintendo when it came out. We just kept playing the good old Nintendo. I think someone loaned this to us. They had probably moved on to the next generation of gaming, but it became sort of a permanent loan and we never gave it back. Intro over, let's play Jackal. Okay, 2-player. You have to play this co-op to get the full experience, but it's still amazing if you play it by yourself. But kids games in the 80s, for me, it was all about co-op. Level 1. So the game starts you off in this sort of aired environment. It kind of reminds me of a small Mediterranean island. Konami used to make such great games in the 80s and 90s, and now they just create such disappointment. Maybe Konami should have moved on to other things, like household appliances. How awesome would be a Konami kettle or a Konami toaster be? Get to this little base and go to these, what are they, sheds? They hold hostages or POWs, whatever you want to call them. Just watch out for the guards. I always liked the fact that you could run over them. Okay, try to collect as many hostages as possible. Watch out for these boats. When someone loses a life and they have hostages, it's usually a big scramble to recollect them. What's daft is they just stand there and wave at you. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about you. Oh my goodness, how many times? Okay, this helipad is where you drop off the hostages. We didn't do well. We only rescued 3. The first level boss is a bunch of blue tanks. Here? Okay, level 2. The turrets get a bit more aggressive. Same strategy as before, get as many hostages as possible. If you run out of lives, you can just take them from the other player. I'm not sure what button you need to press, just mash the controller. This game is all about points. The more points you get, the more lives you get. Not sure where this level takes place with all these old columns. It looks like ancient Rome. Where are we, the Roman Senate? Watch out, some of the columns do fall over. Dropping off the hostages becomes more problematic, so as one player drops off, the other player should be out in front protecting the area. Look at these columns, they just randomly fall off and head towards you. They've been up there for like 1,000 years, but as soon as you go by, they fall over. What's up with that? Why are you falling over? This is random, these heads firing missiles at you. Kinda looks like Medusa. This is a typical Jackal strategy, attack, then withdraw, and keep repeating as many times as needed. There's no time limit in this game, so don't worry about it. The end boss is 4 heads. This is pretty hard by yourself as all the missiles are aimed at you and they also track you. Whoops, looks like we didn't drop off all those hostages. Okay, back at the end boss, after using a continue. It's pretty easy with 2 players. Here? Sorry, I got a bit obsessed with these cutscenes. They very much remind me of Operation Wolf. Level 3 is a fortified base. I like going around the parking lot and destroying everything for some easy points. Ugh! That turret got both of us. Again, grab those hostages. Now we're taking on submarines. I know, it's getting a bit far-fetched for a Jeep, but at least the music's awesome. Good thing about co-op mode is that you can't crash into each other. These bridges would be impossible if you did. Okay, let's continue again. This game needs like the Contra code. 30 lives would be great. Dodging these lasers remind me of Contra. Wow, 1 hostage saved. The level 3 boss is a battleship of some sort. And that's the battleship defeated. Here? Level 4 is a jungle / swamp mission. Watch out for these random boulders. And watch out for this guy. This looks like one of the rocket launchers that the Soviet Union used against Germany during the Battle of Stalingrad. Rescue these hostages. I always try to get all of them. Okay, there's a train here which I like to destroy. Ah, missed it. That's annoying. I'm tempted to push the reset button on the console. I'm not gonna do it. Oh my goodness! You're supposed to be invincible for a few seconds when you respawn. Nope. Can't go up there. Couple hostages saved. The level boss is a super helicopter. Here? Level 5, it's like a mountain base, maybe. Again, lots of sheds with hostages in them. Watch out for these mines here. These 4-way rockets make life so easy. Drop off the hostages again, you know the drill. The level boss is actually a base, and it's not too difficult, just keep moving. Yeah! Hold on, doesn't the Jeep in the background look a lot like a ride-on lawnmower? Level 6, the final base. You know the score, get those hostages. It's more of the same really, nothing you haven't seen before. I guess this conveyor belt is new. Some cool fighter jets where you need to drop off the hostages. This is a tough part. You need to get rid of all these turrets before going down this alleyway. Do not attempt to go down this conveyor belt before all these turrets are destroyed. You have no chance otherwise. I've tried running through here too many times, only to lose all my lives. The final boss is a two-parter. The first part is a base, and I just tend to hang around the skull logo, just going around in circles destroying the tanks. It's tough. You just gotta keep moving, and you need as many extra lives as possible. Okay, I've gotta continue. Just keep attacking and then withdrawing. Well done, your mission is accomplished. And the 1980s mandatory cigar. Start over, increasing the high score if you wish. It's a shame this game never got a sequel. I think it's time for a remake. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.